been to the hospital twice in the last few months. The first time I went was for severe stomach pain. I've been having problems with my stomach for the last year or so, and I'd almost gone to the ER a bunch of times, but in early April it finally got to the point where I had to go to the ER. I'd avoided it because every time I was about to go, the pain would go away before I actually got in the car. But at 3 a.m. on an early April morning, my roommates drove me to Swedish Coven over on Foster. I had delayed going to the ER for as long as possible because hospitals worry me. They worry me for all of the usual reasons, but mostly because I'm trans. Any doctor or nurse or hospital administrator can make my life very difficult simply because what's between my legs doesn't match their idea of what should be done. Within 30 minutes of being admitted at Swedish Covenant, I already had to out myself multiple times to multiple people. Every time they asked what medication I'm on. I'm on 100 milligrams daily progesterone, 100 milligrams daily spironolactone, and 10 milligrams daily estradiol. Because I'm trans, I'm on hormone replacement therapy. Fortunately, everyone at Swedish Covenant was really nice, and I didn't feel like they were being mean to me, but it was tiring. And 7 hours later, they discharged me with sort of an embarrassing diagnosis. Really, really bad constipation. But a month later, my stomach was bothering me again, and all of the laxatives and stool softeners I could take weren't helping. So it was back to the ER, this time to Evanston Hospital. Now, I was born at Evanston Hospital. And so when I gave them my social security number, it pulled up my chart with my old name. The wrong name, my male name, my given name. And so I sat in the ER waiting room with a bracelet around my wrist, with a barcode so the little mobile computing stations could scan me like produce, with the wrong name. They were really nice about it, and they cleared it up really quickly, but that sort of set the tone for the entire time I was there, feeling like I had to be on guard, lest someone misgendered me. I was actually pretty impressed because I felt like none of the doctors gave me shit, none of the nurses used the wrong name or pronoun, and the entire time I was there I felt like I was being treated as the woman I am, but it was really exhausting having to keep up that guard of worrying about being misgendered. In fact, the person who really had a hard time keeping pronouns straight was my dad. Now, he supports me, but he was stressed, and he's never been really good at using feminine pronouns. It got to the point where I felt like we were involved in a call and response game, where he would say something with he, and I would have to correct to she. He's still in a lot of pain. She, he went for a walk earlier. She. It was really tiring to have to defend my gender like that, particularly in a hospital of all places. And I really wanted a chorus that could stand by the hospital bed and do it for me. Would you guys be my chorus just for a minute? It's really, really easy. I'll say a sentence with he, and then you guys can correct with she. It'll be really quick. Does that sound okay?
Yes.
Okay. He slept really poorly last night.
She.
He he can't eat solid foods yet.
She.
It's hard. It's complicated. Let's try another one. There's more chances. They won't discharge him till Friday. That feels really good. It feels really affirming to have this big group of people assert my gender and assert the pronouns that I've chosen to wear. Because when you're in a hospital, the last thing you want to be thinking about is identity. You shouldn't have to think about plucking and shaving and push-ups and nylons when you're in a hospital bed. Or gender, or identity, or pronouns. Ultimately, I was in the hospital for something a little more severe than constipation. My gallbladder was infected, and after removing stones at 10 p.m. on Wednesday night, Cinco de Mayo, they went in to remove my gallbladder. And don't get me wrong, my gender and my identity don't rest with other people, but it's tiring. It's exhausting to feel like I need that chorus. Would you guys be willing to follow me around for the next 50 or 60 years to do that? That's probably not a good long-term solution. So in the meantime, I have to play my own chorus, a chorus of one, to protect my gender and make sure that my identity is my own. Thank you.